Alright guys, yeah, very bright light, huh?
It's an LED.
So, I'm here with Flynn, and he is the owner of New York Jedi.
Yes.
What is New York Jedi?
New York Jedi is a lightsaber stage combat club. And what we do is we actually have you come in, you design a character, and how you want that character to fight with a lightsaber. We then help you learn those techniques using real-world martial arts styles and forms and that kind of thing. And you actually learn how to use a real sword. But we put on a stage combat kind of twist. But the character that you create, you also create a costume for it, backstory, there's lots of guys that get together, they actually write their own stories. And then, when we actually show up to these kind of shows, like Comic-Cons and maybe some birthday parties and stuff like that, then we'll break out fights. So we teach people very basic kind of stage combat choreography rules and how to fight with a sword, etc. And they'll take that and create their own fight. Normally, we won't actually write a fight for somebody. We give you the tools to do it yourself. And that's what this club is all about. And it's actually pretty cool because people have been here for like 3-4 years, coming up on our 5th year anniversary in the Halloween parade here at Greenwich Village in New York City. And we started this one club here, New York Jedi, and it exploded all over the country. So we had to create a new website called SaberWars.com. And now there's clubs in Maryland, Texas, Los Angeles, Pennsylvania. I mean, they're popping up all over the place, and they have each other as references on this website to help build their club.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
it's like one place where you can find it. Like, hey, is there anybody over here in Missouri? Hey, not yet, but all of a sudden, boom, 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 3 people pop up. Oh my God, I'm right here. Let's start a club. There you go. And that's exactly what's happened all over the country.
Very cool. I'm sure there are many people out there who would want to learn how to fight with a lightsaber.
It's really fun. See, now the cool thing about the lightsaber is it's 100% cutting area, which opens it up to all martial arts styles.
Yeah.
Just like with a ninja sword or a katana. So it's got one sharp blade or one sharp edge, and then a dull edge, and then the other 2 flat sides for parrying, right? But the lightsaber does all of that on every single edge. So you can use ninjutsu style, or eskrima, or kendo, like whatever sword form you want to apply to the lightsaber. Even fencing in epee, because in Count Dooku he had that angled lightsaber hilt. That's actually conducive towards the epee fencing style, because their handle is slightly bent. So as you can see in the movies, he's very formal, he's very graceful, he's very schooled. You can tell that in his fight style. So we've got a couple of guys that actually, they walk around very pompous. They're very like, oh, you terrible, your forms, and they really get into their characters, so it's really fun to watch what they do. But the whole character development process, we call that hero building.
Hero building.
And people really get it. They get a lot out of it. There's like storytelling, their physical fitness. We've had people tell me that they've lost 50 pounds.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Very cool. Now, is there any particular group that you guys seem to get more of than others?
Group meaning?
Demographic, market.
Yeah, we appeal to the dorks.
The dorks.
Dorks, geeks.
So, well, I mean, we are certainly in the right place for that, I think.
Yep, Big Apple Con. This is where this is one of the Mecca pilgrimages that, I meet people from all over the country coming to these things, you know?
Indeed, yeah. Now, what made you start this?
What made me start New York Jedi? It was kind of an accident, to be honest. A friend of mine had a Halloween parade float, and I said, hey, there's some new lightsaber toys. I got some friends. We can put together a little fight scene in the parade. What do you think? He's like, oh my God, yes, let's do it. So that was 2005, where we did our first Halloween parade, and we're coming up on our 5th year anniversary this year. Because when we appeared in the parade, people were like, oh my God, who are you guys, and where did you learn how to do this? So when I built the website, I put the forum, and before I knew it, I had people registering all over the country. It's exploded on its own. So I don't want to say it was a mistake, but the snowball definitely rolled hard on this one.
So you weren't expecting it to pick up the limits that it did.
Not this big. And I'm also a web developer. I'm an audio engineer. So I'm also a producer of events types. So I'm kind of used to promoting and developing and these kind of programming for that kind of events like that. So I just kind of used all that knowledge that I have in my corporate job and applied it to my dorky love for swords and lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
And pulled the element of just being Star Wars canon out of the framework, because you can see it's like my character is Predator.
Yeah.
That's, it's completely
So
different.
let's get a shot of the mask. See, there it is. And he will fight you with a lightsaber. Oh, actually, he's being given a lightsaber. I'm holding the camera. Don't point it at me. Very cool. Very cool. So, for
Thank you, sir.
people who might want to go start, an idea that they have in their head,
Yeah.
towards applying it as a business, is there any advice that you would give to those people?
As far as starting
a business with because this is kind of, I'd say, a niche idea.
It is a niche idea. Yeah.
Is there any advice you would give to those people who have an idea of that nature, but don't quite know what to do with it?
I'll tell you what I remember from how this exploded. When I got the idea for the fight, I know how I felt. When I picked up a lightsaber, I'm a dork. So, you turn the thing on, the ones you find from Hasbro. As soon as that thing turns on, everybody gets happy. I saw every single person that picked up the lightsabers, and they just got extremely happy, and it set something off in them. And that's when I realized that I had something. Then when we did our first convention, we met Carrie Fisher, and then she wanted to buy a lightsaber from us, and I'm like, that's it. This is going to be huge. I know it. So our first lightsaber was sold to Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, and it was a Luke Skywalker. So I would say pay attention to what you love. And if it's really that story about, do what you love. I don't personally make a tremendous amount of money on this, but I get to share a lot of the education that I've gotten from various places about storytelling and martial arts and that kind of thing. Meditation even. We actually do study meditation as well. Bring it all under a fun scene called Lightsaber Academy, and it's extremely popular. People love it.
Look at this. This is Flynn's booth right here.
We've had, one of our Jedis had a child last year, and he's actually here now.
Yep.
And to get to see that the family grow like that is awesome. But
very cool.
On the business side, I would say that if you pay attention, because if you love something and you try to test it out, and you see people just automatically react to that, wow, push it. But it will take at least a year.
Yep.
It will take at least a year, 2 years before things really get a hold and start expanding. But the internet is your best tool. Absolutely.
Google is your friend, guys.
Google's your friend.
Google's definitely your friend. All right, well, here's your chance to really, if there's anything else extra you want to say about your company, this is your chance to plug it.
You got the skills to make the thrills, Barry.
There you go. All right, so again, this is Flynn with New York Jedi, and I will close this on a shot of their card. I don't know how well you guys can see that. That's New York Jedi, Lightsaber Enthusiast Collective. And then down here is their email address, newyorkjedi@gmail.com, www.newyorkjedi.com.